Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually picking up a series that I started 4 years ago. But before we get into the details, let me show you something. Just an FYI, there's a cheat code in the prototype that lets you skip levels. You just hold down L1, L2, R1, R2. It's a different color every time so far, which is really interesting. Now I get this really pretty purple background, and we should be in Toasty. Alright, so hello everyone. Today I'm continuing a series I started, like I said, 4 years ago that's called Spyro Prototype Chilled. So the idea here is that this is a very relaxing playthrough of a prototype actually. This is Spyro 1, but you will see differences because it's a prototype from June 18th, 1998. The reason I initially started this idea was to have just a really relaxing vibe on one of my playthroughs, and after my recent meditation video, I had people telling me, I should try ASMR or whatever, and to be completely honest with you, I am not educated on what really makes ASMR ASMR. I also think it's really funny to call it ASMR, but because I'm not incredibly educated on it, I'm not calling this an ASMR playthrough. I do understand that ASMR is typically like relaxing, very quiet, that type of vibe. So we're just calling this Spyro Prototype Chilled. And if you like this style, if you find it cool and relaxing, because if you're anything like me, your anxiety might be at an all-time high right now, then I hope you let me know in the comments and maybe I can do more playthrough style like this. But yeah, I really don't know how far the prototype goes. I will link the playlist to my older videos. We didn't make it very far in the Spyro Prototype Chilled playthrough before. I believe it was Cliff Town was the last part, so I'm going to try to pick up where we left off. And if you want to catch up on the ones I did 4 years ago that are likely not as good because I didn't know as much about editing and recording back then, you are more than welcome to. So it seems that last time we did Dry Canyon and Cliff Town, but we had not tackled Ice Cavern. So, oh, did you see that collision there? We're going to see Ice Cavern from a chilled prototype perspective. So, here we go. So I have to remind myself to use my calm voice because sometimes I get excited or frustrated, and we don't want to be frustrated. We're going to be chill today. Even if someone hits us in the face with a snowball, we're going to react calmly. We're going to be happy about it. In the face of destruction, we must remain calm, even if that means an ice snork kicking our ass. I don't think there was always a 25 pointer in that gym chest back there, do you? I don't think that was what they ended up doing in the end. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, missed the jump chest. And look at this. Lives were golden rather than silver or gray, whatever you want to call it. Very interesting. There are subtle changes, and I truthfully, I don't have a list. I'm not here to give you a tutorial of what's different, although some things are just really obvious, and I don't know that we need a list, because looky there, you get a gem in the return home portal. I kind of wish they would have kept that. That's a pretty cool detail. That's neat. So I wonder if, see, I don't remember in the other parts of my playthrough, but I wonder if we don't get all of the gems until we go through the portal. And we don't have a dragon cutscenes in this chill prototype playthrough, so instead we get dialogue. This dragon says, "It's good to see you, Spyro." Yeah, as I said, don't have a list of the differences, but I feel like my past idea to do this was not a terrible one because it's kind of neat, I think, to have a theme along with something that's kind of new to some people. I don't know how many people have played this, but I will link the download to play this prototype in the description. Right now I'm using the Duck Station emulator to play this, but yeah, I think there are a few prototypes out there that you can get a hold of. I know there are also some for Spyro 2 and 3, which is really cool. And yeah, sometimes it's just fun to see what came before the final, also just to get new content, because we all know in Spyro World we are desperate for new content because we've been having to play the same game for the past 2 decades plus. So yeah, almost 3 decades. I believe that the game released in 98, so that means this was probably the last one or one of the last ones before the release, because I don't know, I don't want to throw dates out without being sure, but it did release in 98, and this is 2025, so we've only got 3 more years. So this dragon says, "You've done very well, Spyro. The other dragons said you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong." We do know that that dialogue is actually used. From a writer's perspective, I find this interesting. Also, I don't remember a gem being there. I like it. I don't think it is, because I don't ever remember having to glide to that. I always remember wanting to and feeling like there should be something there, but I don't think that there was. So yeah, if you decide to go back and watch the old videos, they'll likely be different. The quality will likely be different. I have a better microphone now as well. But I did rewatch some of them and they're not terrible, so if you want to watch them, you're more than welcome. If you want to start here and pick up with me in 2025 where we left off, that is also more than welcome. But yeah, I do love the touch of the gold lives. It's very neat. And yeah, so in my first video, I recall saying something about how the point of this is that we just want to relax, want to be calm. So I will do my best to avoid bringing up any serious subject matter, and I'll save that for my mental health videos. And yeah, we'll keep it focused on nostalgia and happiness and our favorite purple dragon. So let's go back and grab this dragon. I didn't free it at the time because I was talking and we need to read the dialogue. So this dragon says, "Thank you for releasing me, Spyro, and find that nasty Nork." I will find that nasty Nork. But yeah, I'm not sure how far that this prototype goes. I'm not sure if it's one of those that ends after a certain point or if we can get all the way to Nasty's world. We'll just have to wait and see, but until it ends, I am here. I am here for the long haul of the game, so we'll finish what we can. This dragon says, "Some big enemies are wearing armor, but armor can make their feet very slippery in the Ice Cavern." So I believe that is the same or at least similar dialogue to the original, what they ended up placing there, which is very cool, very neat to see. And when we played through this in my Reignited Let's Play, which I will link in the cards here, I, for the first time ever, forgot to come back and get the chest after I glided down here to get the key, which was very unusual for me. So this time we're not going to forget to do that. We're not going to get sidetracked. We're chill, we're calm, we can think clearly without being distracted. So we're getting the key mindfully, and we're going back to the chest. I will say I do love the original controls of the original Spyro game. I noticed when I streamed Spyro 3 earlier, I felt very happy and nostalgic. Oh, we missed a gem. Going back to the old controls, I do love Reignited. I love the visual of Reignited. I love seeing it upscaled and modernized, but control-wise, I much prefer the OG games. Alright, so here are some 5-pointers, and oh, looky there. See, that's also a place that I don't believe there's normally a gem in the original game, in the final version of the game. So we must go check this out and see how we are expected. Okay, so it's like the stair step vibe, same thing there. Oh, we need to get rid of the snowball guy, because we don't have time to get angry, right? Remember, we're chill, so we can't get mad, and leaving him there to beat us up might make us angry. But yeah, so it's kind of like that stair step method that is in the end of the level. They started it here. And I was correct, so in Reignited, they add a section back here where you can actually see through the wall, and here it's solid, it's different. Which is very interesting that they took that creative direction in Reignited. Now we know there's a gem here in the original. And call me out if I think something's new but it's not, because sometimes I do that with my brain. Also, it feels like the dragon statues are smaller. Do you all feel like that? I mean, look at them compared to Spyro. They look smaller. This dragon says, "A word of caution, young dragon. Do not try to charge those large enemies." Interesting. Alright, so we're back to this 2-pointer. And now it looks like we're only missing... Yeah, we're missing that gem that's at the homeworld portal, so let's just take the back road. I love to take back roads because I drive a Jeep. Let's take the back road and get back to the portal, and then we will be done with this episode of Spyro Prototype Chilled. Did you see that? Did you see that? I just fell, but it's okay because we're chill. We're fine. We're not upset. No, we would never be upset over such a silly mistake. You know what though? Before we exit the portal, I don't remember stars being in the skybox, but maybe they were. You tell me in the comments, because I genuinely don't remember, but they caught my eye in a way that I don't recall. So, did we end up having a different skybox for Ice Cavern in the final version? Let me know below, please. And also, the return home portal is a dragon platform rather than the return home portals as we know them. So in addition to the gem, that aspect is different as well. But we have made it out of Ice Cavern. We feel chill, we feel happy, and this is the perfect length of time for a playthrough video. So if you enjoyed this, go back and check out the others. They probably won't be as good, but you're more than welcome to, and stay tuned for the next part. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, if you like it and you don't mind, and if you want to see more. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon.